like, I mean, women, this is very general. This is very general. I hear this a lot from women, that men are not comfortable with just one woman, they want 2 or 3. And I'm gonna look at it from Washington DC, where there's about 5 women to every man. So they definitely have a big pool to choose from. So why settle in on one woman? What are your thoughts on that?
It just comes down to the person. I mean, maybe he's just not ready. I mean, maybe you're forcing him, maybe he's not ready. I mean, with men, you know, when they're ready, but if they're not, I mean, it's going to be pretty clear that they're not. I mean, I don't understand how to break it down any further than that, because it just, there's really no black and white for it. It's straightforward. It's just.
Well, good question to follow up with that is, how does a woman know that a guy is into them? I mean, because I guess we want to see some of the signs. You know, don't you want to see some of the signs, ladies? We want to see some of the signs that, hey, you are the one, and I'm into you. What is he doing to get that message over? I mean, instead of just, because, you know, a lot of people just don't want to just tell you that they, look, baby, I'm into you. I mean, that's not going to happen. So
I don't think you really want to know all the time. Because if he's busy, maybe, like I can tell you, maybe he just needs to talk to you all the time. But then, if he has a busy schedule, maybe he just doesn't have time to talk to you. And that won't necessarily be the same case for the next male. So it's difficult to figure out what tendencies a guy may have to know whether or not he's in love or not.
Marcus, how are you gonna show a woman that you're really into her?
I mean, like, I don't even know, like, I should say, if she wants to be single, then what's the issue with saying somebody else doesn't want to commit to you?
Good question, Tiffany.
I understand your question correctly. You're saying that since I'm single by choice, and if a guy is into me, then maybe I'm going to be sending him the wrong messages?
No, I'm just saying that if you want to be single, then you don't want to be attached to somebody else, right?
No, I would love to be in a very happily committed relationship with someone. I think that finding that person that wants the same thing, that's the complication, that's the issue. Because like Miss Kitty said, there are so many women to one man here that they have.
He's got a playing field.
Yeah, this is a buffet. The men here have a buffet, and we have like that 10%. And that 10% is not a very good selection of anything.
It's terrible.
It's not.
Shannon, why are you single?
This young lady said applies to me as on the other side, as a gay male trying to date in DC. A lot of guys just don't want to settle down. They want to play the field, you know. Sometimes I find that guys are just kind of intimidated by someone who has a little bit more than what they have. And it's a control issue, you know, and, you know, I've talked to women about it, I've talked to other gay men about it, and when we meet a guy, if you got more, you got a better house, you got a car, a better job, you make more money, they can't deal with that.
Oh, that's interesting. How many of you have experienced that? Show of hands. So if you, and I've heard this from women, I mean, the single man is intimidated by the woman who has her own house, she has her own car, she's not looking for anything financially. She just needs somebody to rub her feet and take her to dinner or come over and she'll fix dinner and this and that. Don, what do you have to say, Don?
Yeah, I don't understand that. You know, I want a woman that's at least as successful as I am. I've been married before, been divorced. And I got married when I was 29, and I was ready. Years before that, if you met me, I wasn't ready. So if you wanted to know why, you know, you didn't come first all the time, or why I didn't pay the attention to you, I simply wasn't ready. I don't know why, you know, but when I was ready, I made a beeline to find my mate.
And that's amazing at 29 that you were actually ready to commit, because, I mean, guys out here now, 29 years old, they're definitely not thinking about settling down and getting married.
The divorce rate is high. I can understand how you know, a lot of men might be, you know, a little hesitant or, you know, want to take their time. And, you know, you get married, you have children, you know, 9 times out of 10, you know, the children go with the mom, you know, the man sort of loses his family, so to speak. And so there are a lot of concerns that men might have about getting married. A marriage can impact you, a bad marriage can impact you for a long time.
That's true.
Many, many years. So
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing that men don't try to get married if they're not ready.
Well, that's true. We
That's-
definitely don't want that. We definitely don't want the man
You don't want that.
getting married if he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Ryan,
Yes.
tell us, if you're interested in a guy, thank you, Dawn, if you're interested in a guy, how are you going to show him that you're interested? Because, you know, men are tired of making all the moves. I mean, I think this is a new day, and they're tired of making moves. How are you going to show a man that you're interested?
Well, it depends on the man.
Right. Okay, so whichever man you want, just tell us if you're interested. If you're at a gas station and you see a guy that you're like, ooh, I want to know more, what are you going to do?
Well, you know, I send out those flirting signals if I see somebody that I want or that may be attractive. You send them those signals. You make the eye contact for 10 seconds, give them a smile, be open and receptive, and hopefully that works.
Is that going to work?
It doesn't. Now, in most cases, it works, but then you get the flip script where it's like, okay, I'm going to come over here, and I noticed that you were interested in me, and I'm going to go take the necessary steps to make you think that I'm interested in you, but then it's just going to totally flip into you're just going to drop off the planet. So.
Okay, and thank you for that, Ryan. The other thing that I want to mention is this. I mean, a lot of women have cold feet about walking up to men. Okay, so you're in the club. I hear a lot of men talking about this. You're in the club, you go to the club, why are you going to the club? Now, go ahead, Kristen. Why are you there?
I mean, I don't know about anyone else, but I go to the club to party and dance. Like, I'm not in there trying to find Mr. Right, because most of the time, they're out there, they have a girl or a baby mama or a wife or whatever at home, and they're out there trying to play the field anyway without you knowing about it. I'm not in there looking for that. You know, I like to dance, I like to party. I may take a drink every now and then, who knows, you know, but that's what I'm there for. I'm not going in there, oh my God, I'm going to take him home tonight, and then next week I'm going to take him. I hope he comes back. No, that's not what I'm in there for. So when I get that question, well, why are you here then? There's a DJ, there's atmosphere, there's, you know, whatever, a bar.
So how many of you women actually, and being honest here, how many of you women actually go to a club in the back of your mind, that like you're opening up to the possibility of maybe, I'm going to meet somebody tonight.
I mean,
Maybe, right?
yeah,
Right?
you should always have that. Like, you should always be open to meeting someone.
So what does the man do? What does the man do? Another thing that came out of the, polling people was that you're sitting there on the sofas or wherever with all your girlfriends, and he, you see something he like, y'all looking all cute, you know how you do. What? He has to really have his act together to go into the lion's den. All right? So what are you going to do? What's a deal breaker when there is a guy that's interested and he's coming in, he's going in for the kill? What's a deal breaker? What must he do to hook up with you or get to know you better or let you know he's interested? Brianna, what must he do? He's gonna come on over. Now, what's gonna be the deal breaker?
The deal breaker would be if you come over with nonsense, which is like, I really can't say some of the things that are sexual connotations.